Hello, everybody, and welcome to the This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. Today, we have plenty to come up on the show, so be sure to stay tuned to the show. We're going to go for about an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and a half, up to 2 hours. So just stay tuned right after the intro music.
Hello and welcome to The Tech Boy, This Week in Tech podcast.
All right, today I have very special news to tell you guys. I got the Numworks calculator. It's currently connected to my computer, and I wanted to give you my first impressions of this device starting right now. Okay, so here we have the Numworks calculator. Okay, that's the case. This is the front and back. Okay, it's about the same size as my Galaxy S22 Plus. Right, but just slightly larger, right? If you're using it, you should be able to see the LED right there for if it's in like test mode or whatever. And this case is reversible, so you can put it on whatever orientation you want to put it on. And then around the back, it has one port, no headphone jack, USB-C port, so that's nice. And it comes with an included cable in the box, USB-A to USB-C. Now, this thing can run Python. I did the software upgrade to the latest operating system version. So it came shipped from Amazon with software version 19. Okay, but now it is in software version 21.3. It's really easy to use, to navigate. It's much faster than a TI calculator at graphing equations and things. The keys are a bit mushy and the layout's kind of weird. For instance, arrow keys are way over here, so like in the middle or whatever. And if you want to go to open, let's say let's let it focus here. If you want to let it open, let's say the graphing application, there's no Y equals button where you can quickly get there. You have to like scroll up, like more like opening an app on your phone, but it's not touchscreen. In order to get Python programs on your device, what you have to do is you have to go to mynumworks.com and connect your calculator. I'm going to show it on the screen here. I'll just open this up in Edge. So what you do is you go to mynumworks.com, and I'm going to load it can also install applications, and we'll get to that later, about how it's very important that it can install applications. Like it can install Python scripts, which you can run on the calculator. Very easy. All you have to do is connect it to your computer. You can't do it on your phone, even though your phone does support web USB. It's kind of weird. And this is how you manage your calculator. It's how you update it. You charge it with this cable, obviously. So you just plug it in. You plug in to the computer, and then you get your calculator's connected sign. And I'm just going to pick my program. So let's say I want a drawing program. So I'm going to go search for my drawing program. Oh, we have some comments here. Hello, Thor, and welcome to the chat. Let's see. Oh, here it is, a maze program. So I'm going to copy my maze in, paste. And here we have a maze, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Unfortunately, you can't like share screen or you can't share screen. You can't take screenshots on this, so that's unfortunate. So I'm just gonna unplug it and plug it back in. Let's try again. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me unplug it from here and plug it back in here. All right, now it's connected. You get your serial number, registers everything. You load it to your calculator. And now it's sent. It is on my calculator. Let me mute my phone. There we go. It is now on my calculator. But I'm going to keep adding some applications here because once I disconnect, I can't run it unless I disconnect my thing, and then I have to reconnect. So another application that you can install is a 3D grapher and paint application, I think. So I'm going to find my paint, what's it called, Numworks Paint app. And Numworks also supports applications made for the device, so not just Python scripts. It supports like apps, installing them. You just do it in the same way. And the Tech Boy has a very special project just for this that we're going to get into right after you install the Paint program. And then I can show you what these look like. So you click the calculator, and it's sent. Okay, and that's all you have to do. That's what you just keep doing over and over again to get your Python scripts on. So then what you do is you need to click back or disconnect it, and then you'll scroll down on the calculator all the way to Python. I know you can't see this because the screen's super bright. So what I'm going to do is go into settings and lower the brightness. There we go. And these are your Python programs. So some of these are pre-installed. So now I'm going to go down to paint.py. And if you click that, if you click OK here, then I will edit the program. But I want to run it. So I'm going to click the three dots, click OK, and click Execute Script. And click it again. And then I'm going to type it in. Let's say 30. Well, that paint program is kind of broken. So let's use the maze program, execute script. I get a maze here. It's on a time limit, and I have to get to the maze. So you just have to like drive through, and it gives you lives. And you can edit how many lives you want, and I think you can edit the time if you just go into the code and figure it out. So I'm going through my maze, and then I got 178 pixels traveled without dying. So that's the Numworks calculator here. And if just for regular calculator stuff, you got a periodic table, regressions, and you can solve equations and graphing. And it's much faster than the TA just because the specs, I guess, are better. And of course, it's a full screen color display. You got shading, inequalities, and you can graph for X on this calculator. So I really recommend, I guess, getting it. It's $100 on Amazon. So yeah, that's the Numworks calculator. And I think you should check it out. Now, I got this calculator yesterday, and I was searching for applications. And when you go to the Numworks website or store, you can really only find Python programs on it, and you have to search like by developer or by name, right? If you want to search for like the dedicated Numworks applications, it's kind of hard, right? Because if I search Numworks apps, the number one search results will be the application that Numworks gives to phones and computers. Like you can download this on the phone and computer. But I got this because you can use it on tests. It's test eligible. So I can't use my phone on a test. All right, so this is our TechBoy website here, and we have a new tab here called the Numworks App Database. And we are launching this database here. So right now there's nothing in it because there are no apps that no one submitted yet. And here's this database. And what you'll be able to do is you're going to be able to search by developer, by name, or description of the application. So just type in, say, you won't find anything because there's nothing there. But if you're a developer, you can upload your application here. But it has to be uploaded onto GitHub. Because GitHub will host the application for you, and this is basically just post the links for you because we can't host applications on here because we have to do testing and everything. You write the name of the app, you write the description, and then you upload your GitHub link. So this isn't for the Python scripts. Numworks has that taken care of. This is for like dedicated Numworks apps. So like it will make an icon on your screen basically, and then your developer name, and then of course it's just a message here saying that inclusion on the app catalog does not necessarily constitute endorsement of the application by the TechBoy Media. So there's that. We're launching the Numworks App Store, so please make sure to check it out. And if you know any developers who make Numworks applications, tell them to submit there, and then we'll copy it over and get them ready for it. And this is the LED I was talking about here. All right, now let's get into some other tech topics. We talked about Samsung One UI 6.0, which hasn't launched yet on my phone, the S22 Plus, which I've had for about almost a year and a half. It's about a 2-year-old phone now, so the phone is still holding up pretty well. It's good, right? And here it is, the Samsung One UI 6.0. We published this today. It was supposed to be published a few days ago, but it didn't go live, so it's published today. All right, so with the release of Samsung One UI 6, you have Samsung Auto Blocker, which protects against OMG cables. OMG cables are these cables that can execute scripts against devices and basically do some malicious things with them, and you control it with a cell phone. So there's that, right? Well, Samsung is blocking those kind of inputs into the devices with this new application that's included on One UI 6.0 called Samsung Auto Blocker. Now, you can have that turned off if you, I guess, need to like connect it to a computer or do some commands or ADB or whatever. But I recommend having it turned on just in case someone has an OMG cable and is using it maliciously. Right, let me just share this with everybody so that they can come and watch the podcast episode. Okay. Yeah. So now let's get into some tech headlines. Let me just see what's on YouTube today, and of course we can have a chat dedicated lesson. So Thor, if you have any questions about tech, AI, Numworks, I just have to send a little text here. Then please let's get into this. Oh, and I forgot to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day and thank you to everyone who served in the United States military. We're recording this on Veterans Day for those watching on the replay, I guess. There you go. Yeah, so let's get into these headlines here. Let me just disconnect this. Any new chats? No? Okay. Yeah, there's been plenty of things happening in tech this week. There's this AI pin that I really want to talk about. AI pin that might replace smartphones and how it's kind of stupid. So there we go. From Interesting Engineering. I guess we can watch it. Yeah, so here we go. From Interesting Engineering. Let me just share this on the screen. So it's kind of shocking. Okay, let's see. And this pin is powered by AI. It's about $700. So it's basically like a smartwatch without the screen, and you wear it on your neck. And let's check it. Let's check this out. I'd rather have these glasses, which are cheaper, and they have ChatGPT integration. So I'm going to show these to you later.
There's two pieces, a computer and a battery booster. Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery inside the main computer. And this is how we achieve our all-day battery life.
Which I don't understand why you choose this, because it's like $700. So it's twice the price of like a good smartwatch. And it doesn't even have a screen.
With promises like live translation, daily calorie counting, and a perpetual power system.
Now, if it's live translation can like translate into your earbuds, I guess that'd be nice.
Humane might have just passed a milestone for wearable technology and AI.
Estamos casi listos para enviar la versión final.
We are almost ready to ship the final version.
Yeah, but if it says it out loud, then they'll know that you're translating. So it's not really good for like secretly knowing what someone's saying.
Great. I can't wait. Thanks so much.
So that's good because then it'll say for you.
Genial. No puedo esperar. Muchas gracias. So what happened there is the AI auto-detected Spanish, interpreted to English, and replied back to Yanir in Spanish with my intonation. I can also force it into any language I'd like to speak or understand.
In the 10-minute video,
So yeah, it's an AI-powered pen that has like laser stuff and everything like that. It's kind of interesting. It's called the Humane AI pen. So let's go to their website because this video is kind of dull. Starting at $6.99, so like basically flagship smartphone category here. This is what it looks like. The orders will begin next week on the 16th. So I guess it's an early Christmas gift. That's it. Okay, let's watch the demo. Is this the same thing?
Welcome to Humane.
Would you go away?
This is the Humane AI Pen. It's a standalone device, software platform built from the ground up for AI.
My Numworks thingy is still on screen and it's annoying. I can still see it. I want you to go away. I know that you detected it. And I can't see how long this
It
video
comes in
is.
3 colorways. Got Eclipse, Lunar,
This looks like black, white, and black.
and Equinox. There's 2 pieces, a computer and a battery booster. Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery life.
Wait,
So if you T-Mobile.
We were able to pack
Activity built right in, our own Humane network, connected by T-Mobile.
a lot of technology
So it
into
has
something really small.
connection from 5G.
It runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, and that means it's really fast, which is crucial
Okay. It has a squawk. Which one?
for AI.
It's got an ultra-wide RGB camera, depth sensor, and motion sensors.
And it's got this really special speaker that creates this bubble of sound. It can be really
That's nice, I guess. But okay.
intimate,
Sounds
or
like
it can be
Christmas
really
down the
loud.
road.
It has an indicator that we call the Trust Light that is built directly into the AI Pen's hardware via a dedicated privacy chip.
The Trust Light indicates when its input, optical, or audio sensors are active,
Why? This is yeah, how? Oh my goodness!
ensuring full transparency and data security.
Not that much transparency if I put a piece of tape over it. Boom! Nice little body cam.
The AI Pen privacy chip also protects it from being exploited, which means if it's ever physically tampered with, it will require service from Humane to restore operation.
The AI Pin comes with a beacon that lets you know when it has something for you.
Oh, notification LED like old Android phones.
Messages from trusted
New Sony phones.
contacts or services like cars or food as they come available online in the future.
We don't do apps. Humane's OS runs AI experiences that are on device and in the cloud. The OS understands what
Oh, okay. Probably should do apps. It's $700 if I'm going to replace my phone with this. I don't want no AI experience. Like, what if I want directions?
you need and picks the right AI in the moment.
What this means is that you no longer have to search for, download, or manage apps. These AI
It also means you don't get apps. And how good would the pictures be? And how do you view pictures? Like, you still need an external screen.
AIs are streamed on demand at the speed of thought. Let's play some music. Play the song How Music Makes You Feel Better.
We've partnered with Tidal, which
Okay.
you get out of the box, and you can do some amazing things.
Really cool things driven by AI, like play music written by Prince but not performed by Prince, or play songs from famous sci-fi films.
Interesting. You can make your own little playlist.
Got my music controls. If I go to the left,
Are you seeing this? I thought this was an effect. That's impressive. It makes its own screen on your hand. This is really nice.
I can go back. If I go to the right, I can skip. If I was to go down, I can pause.
I'm impressed.
And to get back to my home screen, I just close my hand. Okay. Got my clock, weather, the date.
Oh, this was like filmed a month ago.
If I tilt my hand up, got nearby. It tells me everything that might be around me
Everything in like, what's that, 3-inch circle?
and where I am at the same time. I can also use it to ask questions like, when is the next eclipse and where is the best place to see it?
Okay, so it's like Chat GPT right there on your chest. Chest GPT.
This is an AI browsing the web or grabbing knowledge from all over the internet.
The next total solar eclipse will occur on April 8th, 2024. Best places to see it are Exmouth, Australia, and East Timor.
I can use it for messaging,
What if you
either by
ask it a
voice
question and it
or
gets it
laser.
wrong? Like, what if I asked it, how old is the Earth?
Tell
And
Andy.
it says it's 4.5 billion years old. When it's not, it's like 6,000 years old. How did you like go find sources that are different than the ones it's using? Oops.
Andrew, I'll be there later tonight.
What if you have like different Andrews?
Message to Andrew says I'll be there later tonight. Okay to send?
Make me sound more excited.
You can edit your things on the proverbial fly. That's good.
Your message to Andrew says I'll be there later tonight.
What if you want to text something like confidential? Here you're blasting it out to the entire world to hear. I don't think that's, the best idea.
Can't wait. Okay to send?
Yes.
One of the things I like most about messaging is getting caught up. My AI summarizes what's important, so I don't have to go back and read every message.
Catch me up.
Yanir asked if you want to get hook fish with Sam this week. Michelle sent some notes about today's design sync. Andy and Adam are on their way over.
Or using AI to search through messages. What's the gate code that Andrew sent me?
The gate code that Andrew sent is 7361.
Before, I'd have to scroll through a long text chain to the last time I went to Andrew's house.
That's good.
Of course, you can make a phone call. Call Yanir.
What if you don't have their number? Or what if you just have a number and don't have them as a contact?
Hey,
Hey, Yanir, can you help me with this demo?
you're right there.
Thanks. Now, of course, you can also use Bluetooth headphones at any time.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Estamos casi listos para enviar la versión final.
Then there's the language processing demo that we saw.
Grams of protein today.
It's really cool.
It can track your nutrition value.
When it comes to retail, the AI Pen allows you to shop in the real world, hold up an item to learn more about it,
Coming soon.
and transact seamlessly on the go without relying on screens. How much is this online?
This is $28 online.
Great.
That's good, but like, what if I want to buy something that's not that I can't, see? And that's where we get into this article from Insider. It's kind of funny. Humane's AI Pen probably can't replace your phone. It was written today at 5. Oh man, these people up early in the morning. This is when I was awake. Okay. So these are ex-Apple managers, and lots of its functions, as you saw in the video, are controlled via voice command. So, it can be awkward in public. Though, according to this article, it's very cool, but it can be, quote, hard to imagine ditching your phone for this. Okay, so if you're just saying this and it asks you questions, but the problem is, like most people don't go around asking voice assistants to do stuff all the time in public. Like sometimes I do that, sometimes I voice type, but not all the time. Which you would have to do to do anything on this device except for like the hand gestures. Also, there's other trade-offs. Like if I want to call a number, would I have to say the number out loud? Or I have to say call 713 da 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 da. Right out loud, right? Because this seems like very like you wouldn't even have to hack someone to get the information. You could just like be within 10 feet of them, right? It can summarize text messages, but like, what if you miss an inside joke or code? Or I guess I don't know how well it can handle fonts. Like I have a keyboard that sends in different fonts, and humans can read it. I'm not so sure if like you could transcribe it and summarize it with the AI. Like I said, I have to test that out. It has a camera that can look at things and tell you about them. But I like that's nice, I guess. But like it better be markedly better than say Bixby Vision. Well, better than Bixby Vision, of course, and better than Google Lens for me to like consider not to use my phone unless my phone has a long password. So I guess this would be like easy on the fly. And if you can like use this as a body cam, that would be nice. But I'm not so sure about how like this is like an entire featured watch that has the entire Android operating system on it for $200 and a camera. I don't see how this is markedly better. Let me pull up this watch. Now, I don't know if this watch is from a reputable company. I'm not saying it is, but look, here it is. And it's running an old version of Android, but still, it's 3 times cheaper. You're going to do 3 times more, and it's, more efficient. Hopefully you can see this watch on the screen. I'm going to have to show it to you guys. There it is. Well, it's kind of like this watch here. It's $49 on Walmart. This shoots AliExpress. I think it's a 2.8-inch screen. There it is. This is the Nympho. Okay, you can get this for about $120. It was $200 $220 last time I saw it, but I guess the price fell. All right, let's look at the features and specs of this watch and compare it to this $700. Okay, that is okay. So let's put this in perspective. $700 would be 7 Numworks calculators, right? Probably a folding phone off of eBay, Fold 4, Fold 3, maybe. A pretty decent laptop. I got this one for $500 off of eBay. That's near $1,000. Okay, you can probably get like an actual phone for $700. A good phone, right? You can get like 1.5 S20. No, like 1.2 S23 FEs, maybe 1.5 S22s, right? Just AI pen, but it'll be, bringing some real value. And they can't be like, oh, it's trying to get you more quote unquote present in the situation. No, okay, you're not present if you're over there. To use my favorite Gen Z word of, I guess, the century, yapping, to some pin about the price of apples and if it's edible. It's not present in the full world or whatever they try to market it to be. Right? Some people like to market technology as, oh, well, technology is bad, so let's buy a new technology so that you can be more present in the situation or whatever. Here we go. This is the LMEA phone, of course, not endorsing, because I have no idea who makes this thing, but like no one's ever heard of Humane anyway, so it's basically the same thing. Okay, Lim T4G. Okay, it has 4G. I don't know what that has. Probably has 4G because they talk about how it has T-Mobile built in. 2.8-inch screen, so it's infinitely larger screen than Humane. Android 7.1, which no one knows what this is running, so we'll call that a draw. 16 gigabytes of storage. I don't even know if this has onboard storage, that thing. There's no spec sheet. Like, it's not like I can go back and do my work. 5 megapixel camera, which is more usable because, there's an actual screen here. And it's a lot cheaper. You can buy like 6 of these for the price of that one AI pen. And you could install ChatGPT on here. So, yeah, that's good. Now, what I would like to see, and this would be a really good feature to come to Android phones, would be the inclusion of AI on the home slash locks, not home screen, the launcher setting. So, like I was saying, we don't use apps. We have AI experiences. You can find apps faster, right? So maybe a better search bar, like if I said messaging, it will put up all messaging applications. So Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Google Messages, Samsung Messages, Sunbird, right? Instead of just pulling up the app called Messages. Or AI experiences that can like predict what kind of application you have. Like Samsung has this. They have Bixby, which you can say text blah blah blah, and it will use your preferred texting application. Well, okay, it has to use. You know what I mean. And then of course they have this widget on the screen that you can choose. I'm going to show it to you on the screen, where you can choose the apps that you want, or if you missed a call, which I did during the podcast, which is why I'm going to cover this up. It will tell you who to call next. Oops, I just squunched it up. There you go. Or tell you what next apps to run. Right, so it's, basic AI experiences built into the search bar would be nice, right? Predicting what you're going to do next, and you. Right, so maybe integrate ChatGPT onto the launcher. Well, let's look at the video of this thing here and compare it to the. Ooh, let me play the video. Someone's on stream. Man, my phone won't let me turn on airplane mode during a call. They know about that trick. If you turn airplane mode on, then it will say that the call dropped. It's very smart. Okay, let's move on. So it's obviously a smart watch, but it's running Android 7.1. You can install anything you want on here. You can just like talk to Google or ChatGPT if you felt like it. Oh, okay. So it's opened up in the new screen. Let's look at this thing here. 4G, huge screen, GPS, personal trainer. I'm pretty sure this thing supports all of Android. It can take pictures. It has the Play Store on here. This AI pin doesn't have the Play Store, right? So, let's get to this article. Let's get to the funny part here. Which has hand gestures and everything. And if they send me one, I will be very thankful. I'm gonna ask for one. Um, and it's saying that using weird voice assistants is weird, but whatever. It goes screen free. It's kind of like a flip phone, which I mean, if I had enough money to buy another phone just to be more present, that's kind of like a waste. I'm just gonna use my smartphone, honestly. And this sentence here, it's really funny. I can read much faster than I can talk or listen.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that delay. We had to take care of something outside of this. All right, let's get back to this line. I can read much faster than I can talk or listen. Reading is actually an incredibly efficient method of ingesting information, and that is true, I guess. I guess, readers are leaders and all that. So, yeah, this AI pen, very interesting, but probably can't replace your phone. It would be better suited with a smartwatch. That's my first take, unless, I can get my hands on it and see what all the hoopla is about. Okay, so let's see. We have like 30 minutes left, and no one's come through yet, except for Thor, but he left. So we might only go live for like 1 hour, to see what's going on. Let's see what other tech news and reviews we have going on. Oh, make sure to check out the other channel. We uploaded some stuff there. So if you can see nothing on the screen, and just except for my face, to see what kind of tech there is this week. Ooh, an AI laptop. Okay. So let's talk about this. I want to see how to integrate AI inside of a laptop, because I'm really starting to like Windows Copilot. It's interesting. It generated some images for me from a Bing story. It edited a Reddit, or generated, and I edited a Reddit post. So having an AI assistant right there on the taskbar is really useful, and we'll get more.
Today, just 29%.
It's going to get more of a workload than normal, which means I'll be using ChatGPT less. Or I guess
Tech workers are women, and just 8% are Hispanic.
I do not care.
Closing the opportunity gap starts with your talent. At DeVry, our scholars programs aim.
I do like how these buttons are redesigned, and I'm on team YouTube for this one. Ad blocking and stuff. Like, I don't want to get banned, and I don't really care about how many ads in the video. Like, it's free. They giving me a service, and when I get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, they'll be giving me a job, right? So that's my opinion on that.
To help underrepresented communities pursue tech careers. You are the future. DeVry, advancing ambition.
Stop what you're doing. Big warning. Everything is about to change. If you go
I could have wrote that, but okay.
online, it seems like tech news is.
Oh, I forgot. We got to do our check for curse words thing. So I got to open this in. I need to make that video about curse word being sin, because that was a thing when I said cursing is a sin, and apparently some people didn't agree with me. Ooh, there's a new video about the humane. So I guess we can look at that. I like that guy's channel. What's his name? The Friday Checkout. Let's see. Hey, it looks like it's clean, so we're going to.
Raining down from us all the time. But sometimes there's a story.
What a waste of paper. Could have saved the tree.
That's worth the hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please go ahead and get those seatbelts buckled as we make our final descent into Maui.
So I just got back.
He's at the Maui thingy.
From an insane trip
to Qualcomm conference.
Hawaii, where Snapdragon was kind enough to sponsor this video and bring me out to witness history in the making. So they just unveiled something that I don't think anyone saw coming with announcement.
Why are Snapdragon's products always so ugly? This kind of looks like a Mac though. Like the Snapdragon phone where they show off the new Snapdragon chip. They have invented the most ugly phone that you have ever seen. It's 3 cameras. Weird. The bezels are kind of big. Like, it's like they took all the past 5 years of design elements and like, nah, let's just take like the 5 years of design Adam and combine them, but throw out design thing and just put in like the camera thing. It just kind of looks like a Mac, and then just like stuck a Snapdragon chip in it. Like no character, not like a character, it's a laptop. I mean, you could throw it off the mountain. I could care less.
Announcements that's going to change computing forever.
Oh, this looks kind of cramped. Like the fingerprint scanner and everything.
In 3 giant ways. Instead of me telling you about this, let me try to show you.
Like, you got to show me how well this AI performs. Make the battery life better by optimizing stuff in a more optimal way than the regular optimization. Will it be faster? Will it be able to process more information at a speed it's not supposed to? So you can use like a lower powerful chip. Say it's like an i5. Well, this is Qualcomm, but let's say an i5 it performs at the speed of an i7 or something like that.
Because I am who I am, I need some props. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh, props and laptops. You can get that little face thing. You put the camera in. Here's a Tesla. Interesting.
Biggest moments in tech. It's a bit rough around the edges, but you get the idea. It's all in here. If someone, say a lot of gray in his beard, was to make a book of the big moments in tech, a giant part of that story, at least for quality communication, but also mobile computing.
Okay, so it's basically a sponsored video, so they're going to
done a lot of pretty awesome things, and the Snapdragon line has continued to advance like crazy every single year. But this last announcement,
that animation is nice.
2023, seems like it's the beginning of an entirely new chapter in that story, one that's going to shape the tech world for years to come.
I wonder if that chip is real or if it's a replica.
And one of the big announcements of Snapdragon Summit this year was the introduction of Snapdragon X Elite. That's the most powerful advance in
that X looks like the Xfinity X kind of
intelligent platform we've seen, and this feels like a giant leap for the PC industry for 3 big reasons, or in this case, 3 new chapters of this awesome story. So number 1 is the Orion CPU. So this is like the beating heart of the X Elite platform that delivers performance so good, it's kind of tough to wrap your head around.
What, on Snapdragon? Okay, that could be literally any Android phone. This is shot on the Galaxy S8 from 2017. Like,
Qualcomm came out swinging with this announcement. So
wow, it's faster than the M2 Max.
Orion has impressive specs. 12 cores of power to work with, integrated Adreno GPU, Hexagon NPU, support for up to 64 gigabytes of fast memory. Even more impressive, this is going to translate to an unprecedented level of performance that beats high-end options from Apple and Intel, delivering more performance while using significantly less power. In all fairness, while Qualcomm did show in single core.
Nice. Now what's its emulation capabilities? Like if I want to run an Android app, not Android app, well yeah, that too, but regular x86 desktop app or x64 or something like that.
Or was in reference to the M2 family of processors. We don't yet know how those will compare to the M3 series of processors. And it seems like you should not be able to get both more performance from less power, but Qualcomm seems to have cracked the code with its Orion CPU. It's also a similar story for the integrated GPU 2, delivering best-in-class performance for integrated graphics.
How does he know this? Is he just reading the spec sheet, or is this testing from that test laptop that they gave him?
I think it's the sweet spot, perfectly balancing performance and efficiency that can drive an internal display at 4K 120 Hz with HDR10, and even support for triple UHD displays or 1 5K and 2 UHD displays. ARM on Windows has been around, but what's new is Microsoft's commitment to the platform. Even Microsoft CEO made an appearance via video at the summit talking about Microsoft's commitment to this platform. And it appears this is going to be really one of the new ways of Windows moving forward. So the second big part,
because this is what I'm excited about. I want to see how it's better, because on-device AI is really important to me. I want to be able to generate images and make stuff, chatbots with my smartphone. Truly creating this to become a smartphone. Like my judgment based on this device is what can you do offline, and what can I do offline on here? Well, I can check backed up emails, right? I can text people, call people, take really good photos, edit really good photos, take really good videos, edit really good videos. Well, at least in most apps, as long as they let me get to the ads. Okay. You know, all of that.
Of the story, or second chapter, is an intense focus on on-device AI. So the XLE platform is built with the future in mind, as more and more parts of the Windows OS and third-party apps sort of move to heavily integrating AI, and they are going to demand local processing. The X Elite is going to handle everything thrown at it thanks to its dedicated AI engine built in. And this is X Elite is going to handle everything thrown at it.
A new logo for my sketches, that would be really good. I want to create like a logo for like some personal kid type businesses I have. Add to brand ID, don't know what that is. Analyze my budget, that could be really useful. Apply brand to website, require lots of logins, but possible, I guess.
So it's dedicated AI engine built in. And this is sort of where what we saw last year at Snapdragon Summit
Supreme Trip
at the stage for what we have this year. I mean, you can't go anywhere without AI being thrown at you. And if you're looking at a platform that's going to be set up,
are these new apps that they're creating, or are these just like non-licensed versions of what they think PowerPoint and Sheets and stuff looks like?
For the future, AI has to be a big part of that. And that's going to mean things like more AI applications sort of move from doing their own computing in the cloud to actually on your machine. You're going to notice a huge...
Oh, okay. So it's going to use these AI cores to do AI stuff like the AI... Okay, I'm just doing this on purpose. Like the auto captions, the masking, so for like stuff that's in applications that you use. So it's going to basically require developers to create new AI features so then you can utilize AI cores. So you have a better AI machine.
Increase in how quickly these tasks are accomplished. And also they're going to be way more secure running on your device instead of some server somewhere in the world. So you could be completely off the internet and still be able to do all these really heavy AI processing things. And there's a lot of like AI stuff happening you might not even realize. You don't have to ask your computer to generate an image, but just like hopping on a video call, AI is working hard behind the scenes to make your video look better, to cancel out external noise around you, make your microphone sound better, and also just deliver an immersive experience, not just for meetings, but also when you're like kicking back and watching movies. AI is hard at work sort of optimizing that video feed that you're watching. And finally, chapter 3 is mobility. An area where Qualcomm and Snapdragon have shined for decades. This is like the essence of their DNA, ensuring that you are always connected. So the XLE platform is packed with the greatest and latest technology in the mobile connectivity. Wi-Fi 7 support is here.
Wi-Fi 7, all the connection options. So that's nice. I like how they're going with the on-device AI. And now let's talk about the Panda Pal. This is the Panda Pal Wi-Fi antenna from Panda. So thank you to Panda for sending this to me to review. And we got bootable Kali on a flash drive right here. So I've been using it, testing it, trying to do some Wi-Fi hacking. It's been going okay. I haven't been able to enable the 5 gigahertz network. Oh, just short aside here. This is the alpha antenna that we got here. And I wasn't able to get monitor mode and stuff on it working. So that's good. And apologies to the alpha people for that mistake. Right, back to the Panda Pal. This supports monitor mode. Or I don't know about Patrick Jackson, but it supports monitor mode. It is 5 gigahertz. But I haven't been able to get to 5 gigahertz to work yet. So I'm in contact with the Panda people to see if I need like drivers or anything like that, so I can get a packet and hack into the network. I haven't really tested the range or anything. We can do that right now if you want. It goes in via USB. These are the antennas that it has. But the Panda Pal, really nice, really good. That's what it said it's going to do. So we'll get that review. Ooh, we have a new comment from Sheik Al Meow. How do I use StreamYard? Well, what you do is you go to StreamYard.com, you create your account, it will send your code to your email, and then you click the live stream button and you connect your account, your YouTube account to it. And that's it. All right, now let's talk more about the AI thing from the Friday checkout. He says he hates it. the little AI humane pin that we were talking about a segment ago. Oh, I said, how do you use it? I know how to use it. Oh, I go in and I live stream. So this is live streaming to YouTube. So that's what I use it for. And I also use it for recordings. So if you ever see like a recording of me on channels and it has this little mark there, that's why I'm using StreamYard. And then I also have banners in here. So we have what you talked about last week, which we're trying to cancel the village because they're using they do lots of sinful debaucherous things on their website. And that's the link that goes to it. We have the Buy Me a Coffee link that comes up here, and then my phone number where you can call the channel. All right, let's see. Now let's see the Friday checkout. Let's get past these ads here.
Before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Hey, Friday.
Okay, so let me see. I don't want to watch the whole thing. See, intro, brief, humane AI pin. Here we go.
And AI. Okay, and for my first story of the week, we have to talk about Humane's new AI pin. And man, oh man, do I think this is going to get ugly. So the company has finally launched its much-hyped AI pin, which is basically a mid-range Android phone, just without a screen, pinned to your
I would call it mid-range, but
close. You talk to it with your voice. It runs a custom ChatGPT-based assistant, and it has a camera and a tiny laser projector on the front. And everything they have shown us so far looks pretty rough in my opinion. So the Humane AI pin has a constant T-Mobile.
Let's see what app says. A constant T-Mobile connection. Okay. Title for music, Slack for messages. I guess it doesn't really matter if you use RCS or regular. Microsoft's in Canada.
Mobile connection, at least in the US, because they actively say that you should use this instead of, rather than together with your phone. It has these magnetic battery accessories.
Why would I want to use that instead of my phone? Give me one good reason. Like, how am I supposed to watch? Is there a Bible app on this thing? How am I supposed to watch my precious TikTok? Okay. What if I want to take a picture? Like this is basically a nice accessory here. But if I want to take a picture, I'm gonna have to buy a camera. If I want to access like any app that they don't have on there, that doesn't have an AI experience, like one of the guys could summarize the Bible for me. Oh, ChatGPT, could you summarize the Bible? Oh, you see, people sin. Jesus comes in, saves them, accept him. For like that's not okay.
Accessories that you can swap out so you never have to take the thing off. And it also has a light that blinks when your cameras are in use. And in case you're
that's good, I guess. Unless you want to like stealthily record something.
Wondering, the photos that they've shown us so far were taken in very much not challenging lighting scenarios, and they still managed to look like something that came out of a 3-year-old budget phone with obviously blown out highlights, clearly visible noise.
Oh, so you can take pictures. But how are you supposed to look at them? Wait, you don't have to wait until I get home and print them out or connect them to a computer?
Even in bright scenes and weird.
How much storage does it have?
Really smooth skin and other textures. Anyway, so what are you supposed to do with this device? Well, you're supposed to talk to it, kind of like an advanced version of Siri or Google Assistant.
So it's like Alexa, but in your pocket and no screen.
The demos that they've shown included multiple mistakes, including them asking how much protein is in a bunch of almonds that they held up, to which the AI incorrectly answered 15 grams, when apparently the internet agrees that it's more like 6. They included asking
maybe these are special omens or something.
The AI where they should go to watch an eclipse, to which the AI replied with data from a previous eclipse that already happened, and so on. So,
Oh, that's great. It's, incorrect information, which you can't even go verify or check yourself or cite sources because there's no screen.
Classic AI hallucination stuff. Also, as far as we know, this is literally just running a version of ChatGPT, which means that everything that you can do on this device, you very likely can do exactly as well, or maybe
I can chat via voice on ChatGPT on my phone.
Even better on any device you already have that can run the ChatGPT app. So, I think the original concept was
use my phone. Put it to my Numworks can run ChatGPT if you can get internet on your
that the camera and the microphone would always be on, so you'd have the kind of automatic memory features and you would have context of what you did. But I guess that didn't work out for privacy or for battery life reasons, and now this is just a kind of ChatGPT machine. And to rub some salt into these wounds, the AI pin costs $699 and $24 a month on top, which...
Oh my goodness. You can't even use your own SIM or go offline?
I guess at least includes the T-Mobile connection. That is insanely expensive for something that you can already do with an app on your phone. The company raised an insane $230 million and has over 100 employees, as far as I can tell. So this is a huge operation, and that's because it's run by former Apple employees who basically try to sell all of this as the next big device form factor.
No.
I do believe that eventually some kind of a wearable device with...
Pretty sure that you can do all of this on like an iPhone 4 if you could get the ChatGPT app or website working on it. Wait, I wonder if there's Wolfram Alpha offline. Let's see.
cameras and microphones and AI built in is going to become a big deal. And I also think that the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, for example, actually look pretty promising. But this humane AI pin just seems completely wrong somehow. Okay, and now moving on to more positive news.
So there we go. Now I'm going to see if there's a powerful... All right, let's see what other tech news there is this week. We already talked about the thing here. Let's see if we can go until like 4 o'clock, and then maybe more people start trickling in. So we're just gonna wait until like 4 because that's what time we normally stream. Let's see what. No comments yet. Okay. Let's check on the Motorola Razr 23 flip phone for a folding phone for $500. That's right, I call it $500. So you can get this thing, or you can get this thing and a Numworks calculator, or you can get the AI pin. Your call. Oh, and you'll still have $100 left over.
Say hello to the Motorola Razr.
Oh, that's nice how it looks out right here. Let's actually look it up online. Let's see. Motorola Razr, what's it called? Sorry. 2023. Okay.
2023.
That does have a small front display. Oh, wow. He's recording this today. 5 hours ago. Oh, I can actually see the time. 1:24. How could it be 5 hours ago? It's 3:58. Maybe he's on the wrong time. So
you've seen a phone that looks a lot like this before, and that's this one, the Razr Plus. And well,
the times are different. And that's not today's weapon, but it has today's date. And the reason I know this is because he lives in Houston, and it was not 94 degrees today. So. And I like how Motorola, it looks like they're like commercializing this, like using it as a form factor Think that the little screen is good. I guess it looks neat. And I think this is how phones are gonna be from now on. Like once they figure out how to get good optical cameras on here, see ya. And once they get the good Gorilla Glass on here, because this thing is durable. I dropped this thing so many times. I need to wash it off. I dropped it in a dirty place. All right, here we go. Let's read these specs. Okay, you got different colors here. I might go with green because my phone is green. Oh, that's nice texture right there. Of course, I'm not buying this thing right now. I don't want 5% off. Okay, here we go. Wait, but that's it? Oh, here we go. Tech specs. Well, it's 4 o'clock, so I know people should start trickling in because that's the time we normally stream and go live. Oh, you can't even see this on the screen. Oh, it's using vegan leftin. Okay, that's good. Not that I care that it's vegan, but like it's good for shock resistance. You can take video calls without propping, hands-free interaction, no tripod needed. Go for a day on a single charge. You can record a video from that tiny screen. Okay. Then you can unfold. Let's see, 6.9-inch display. So it's 0.3 inches bigger than my phone. 144 hertz display, which means it's like 24 hertz more. HDR10 plus. Screen. Let's see what kind of camera it has here. It's not telling me what kind. Macro? Okay, so it's optical image stabilization, side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which makes sense. 128 gigabytes of storage. Who only uses 15 gigabytes of storage? I'm pretty sure the OS takes up more than that. Clean Android. Okay. Water resistant. What chip is it using? Snapdragon 7 Gen 1. I see the trade-offs here. So it's not as powerful a chip as the phone that I have right now, but it has more niceties, like a big screen and 144 inch display. Okay, Android 13, 128 gigabytes of storage, 4,200 non-movable, which makes sense. It'd be kind of hard to get batteries for these things. Okay, Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, 30-watt charging, so it's slightly slower charging than my phone. All right, here we go. Here the camera. 64 megapixel laser autofocus and ultra wide, so no telephoto. Does that have flow mode? Let's see. Motorola flow mode. Go back to the video. Let's see how powerful he says it is.
Some differences here, like the 3.6-inch screen on the outside that's fully functional.
It's kind of like a flagship, but more like a mid-range.
Versus kind of the little readout display that we're very familiar with, like on the previous iterations.
Yes, Motorola has flow mode.
The Z Flip, like the Z Flip, Z Flip, 5G, and yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a different design, but there's an important reason why, because this phone is $999, which as of the making of this video, you can actually get it for $699 unlocked.
Wow.
No activation required on Best Buy. I have a link in the description for that. But what's even more impressive, this one is normally $699, and you can get it for $499 right now, which is insane. Also, a link in the description. So Motorola was kind enough to send this one out to me. They didn't send me the Razr Plus. I bought this one with my own money, but they were like, I guess, felt pity on me, and they're like, you know what? Well, we'll send you.
I wish someone would feel pity on me. Come on, you can send me some headphones.
Do this one. Not really. I'm starting to develop a pretty good relationship with those guys. Fantastic people over at Motorola, Lenovo, and I'm very, very thankful they sent me this. So I've been testing it out today. I got it set up, and yeah, it's got a couple different things going for it. So it has basically the same interior screen, but instead of 165 hertz, Sadly, it tops out at 144. I know, depressing, really sad. Like, how could they do us like that? But that's a lot of hertz, right? Really, really good. And it has a different.
Look at that TikTok and WhatsApp are just bent.
Primary camera. Instead of having, I believe it's 12 megapixel camera on, it's got a 64. And I haven't been able to test it out yet, so don't ask me about the photos. But
these cameras look bigger.
Same basic interior screen, 1080p, 144 hertz, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, and ta-da! It's a flip phone. It opens and it closes, and
congratulations.
And well, that's really the big appeal for this phone. Not just the appeal because it's a flip phone, but also because it's significantly cheaper than what you can get, and really there's no other alternative other than Samsung here in the US. And of course, I have the Z Flip 5, which is a very good phone too. Also $1,000, $999.
Yeah, but please, I bet I can find the Z Flip 5, $700 right now. Let's see. Besides, you can get a Z Flip 4, basically better specs, for probably like 400. Let's see. Z Flip, what is this? Boom, Z Flip 5, 6699. Easy 2-second search right there. Oh, dang. 524 Z Flip 4 right there. 66999 Z Flip on eBay right there. Used. I told you I could do it. So there's that. I knew it. That was easy. You didn't even have to go inside of eBay.
So Motorola finally gave us a budget version of this flip phone now that we're like 4 or 5 generations in. And I'm very happy about that because I love this phone. In my very brief stint with it today, I like it a lot because you don't really have to worry about it. It's one of those things where it is a flip phone, but because it has this soft touch vegan leather on the front and the back, it's got a couple different colors. This is a cream colored one. I wanted the purple one. I wish I got the purple one, but beggars can't be choosers. But I really loved it on the back of the Razr Plus. But the problem is you have this big screen on the front, which, well, you risk scratching up. You risk breaking it.
Once we get into this, we're going to get into some Samsung news about the new Samsung foldable budget that I'm planning to launch. I don't know what kind of foldable it's going to be. And a Samsung Jump, which is really interesting. So it's a phone that looks like, like some cheap budget phone that you could probably get off the corner of a gas station, right? But, and here it is, it has high-end specs, but bad cameras. So let's get to that.
And cracking it and different things like that. Not so much with this one. It's very, very protective for the inside, which is still a really, really nice screen. It's got good haptic feedback. It's got the same selfie camera on the inside. It's got a built-in screen protector on it already, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And it's IP52, so that means that, well, you can't dunk it in the water, which I really wouldn't expect you to put your flip phone in the water anyway, but just letting you know. But 30-watt wired charging. It's got 15-watt.
Do you know what folding phones have done? Like these folding flip style phones? So in audio dramas, let's say like Aficionados to Downgated Lane, around the time, which Downgated Lane would be like this entire time period, 2001 to 2009. If you're making a phone call, right, you hear the call because that's how you end the call, right? Well, with these foldable phones, you can do the same thing with software if you want, right? So when you hear the right and say in 2018, oh, this episode was recorded like in 2007, right? But if you hear that in an episode now, you could think, oh, it could be on a foldable phone as foldable phones enter the mainstream. So that's how tech and audio drama interact, I guess.
I think it's 15 watt or 5 watt wireless charging. It's got very slow wireless charging, which I'm actually okay with. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, 5 watt wireless charging. I don't use it, but hey, it's there if you want to use it. And that's pretty cool because this is a nice small package and it's got the Snapdragon 7 Generation 1 in it. So instead of the 8 Generation 2, we have the 7 Generation 1, which is something that's pretty cool. Like, I think that it's a pretty good chip. It gives you some power. It gives you some flexibility. It's got decent benchmark scores on it, and it allows you to do pretty much whatever you want to do.
How good's the video performance?
With the phone. But I'm just ecstatic about the price because I really like flip phones. And it's funny, we've kind of come full circle. I mean, flip phones were all the rage when we kind of shifted over to those in the early 2000s before smartphones were really a thing. And now they've made a comeback. And really the only way you can get one is, of course, you can go to Samsung or you can get one with Motorola. And I like this price tag. Like, I like the price, especially getting it on sale for $499 right now is a crazy good deal. It's half the price half the price of the Z Flip 5, and it's half the price. Well, actually, it's
you can get this one. You can get them on eBay, so
you can get this one for $699. Either one of these phones are fantastic. I like them better than the Z Flip, and I think that Motorola did a really good job with these phones. I'm glad they waited. I'm glad they didn't rush one out last year like we thought that they might go ahead and do. They waited until the time was right. We got this great chipset, quality build materials, and I really have enjoyed it. I love the Razr Plus. I made several videos talking about the Razr Plus, the Z Flip 5, and now this one. You can, of course, get it. It's available.
Why are
and
the
you
times
don't
off? Are they not synced or something?
To break the bank. And they've had some good deals. I saw with Cricket, if you have service with them, you can get it for like $199. That's insane. It's basically a luxury phone, and it's a nice, cool flip phone. You get to enter the flip phone world, but you don't have to break the bank or empty your wallet to get something like that. So I really like what they've done with that. I love how Razr is really undercutting the pricing that you get with Samsung, because Samsung,
nice, I guess,
just really can't compete with this. And well, they probably won't, because they like to consider themselves like, I guess, a higher premium brand. They're really not in that market yet with the fold or the flip phone. So
well, yeah, it makes sense because the screen folds and flips. And now let's get into the story from ZD and that Samsung made a debut an affordable $400 foldable phone. So I don't know what kind of foldable phone it is. So let's get into the story. Here we go. Samsung was the first company to roll out a foldable phone. That's untrue, but we'll let that slide. Flip phones are back. Okay, so let's talk about the flip. Okay, here you go. So here's a leak. It's $400 to $400. So what are the 4 questions? That's it? Oh, okay. Interesting. That's nice. All right, now let's talk about the Samsung Jump. Here it is from Sammy Fans, the Samsung Galaxy Jump 3. And you're going to look at this and laugh. Okay, so I want you guys to laugh when you see this device. So if it's Snapdragon 888 chip, right? This does not look like it has a Snapdragon 8 anything. Okay, this probably has like some Exynos random phone here. This looks like an A01S. But it has a Snapdragon 888, which I guess no 5G, but 888. So it's a pretty good chip from a few years ago. This thing looks terrible though, but it's optimized for quote high capacity gaming and video, and it's the successor to the Jump 2, which good Samsung account. And then you'll get Galaxy Buds FE, which probably costs more than the phone. You'll get a discount coupon for that. But this is only launching in Korea. Like, what's the market for this? Is there a market for high performance but terrible looking, terrible camera phones? And I guess the software won't be that bad because it has high performance or something. Like, did Samsung just be like, oh, well, we have these extra phone shells lying around, so let's put a old chip in here, make some money. Like, what's the market for this? But something that there may not be a market for yet, but there probably should be, is these ChatGPT smart glasses. And here it is. And I want these. Only $200. That's right, $200. I think this is at the Lucid 2.0. Let me see. Let's see. I think this one can like live translate, answer questions, and the $200 you can ask them on your face. It's like 3 times cheaper than that AI pin, and it makes a lot more sense because it's not trying to replace your phone. Oh, they have influence community? Oh man, I should become an influencer. So let me open this in a new tab and open it up. I don't think it's these glasses, but yeah, that's sponsored. Oh, here it is. $199. Yeah, the Solos Ergo 3, which I guess that means I had a 2 and a 1, and I missed it. I'm trying to be an influencer right now. Okay, so as this thing loads, which I need a new laptop. This thing is so slow. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. pretty sure my calculator's faster than this. Any day now. There we go. Finally, you can see this on the screen. This is the Ergo 3 AR glasses that also have ChatGPT. So here we go. And let me just tell you what this has and how this could usher in a new era of cheating. Because like how you're supposed to say, take off your glasses before you the test. Like, weird. Okay. It's showing the tab. Powered by voice and AI. So I guess you're talking to your glasses. I feel like whatever. Right. And it's one of those like distraction-free things, but it's not trying to replace your phone, which is smart. But this is probably better than that other thing because honestly, this has a screen on it, which means you can actually read what you want to see and not leave it up to AI to summarize something. Like what if it leaves something out or have an inside joke or something like that? Okay. It's fixed spot approved. How nice of them. I think it has a camera too. I think you have to have a camera for AR so you can like put the stuff in the physical world. Yes, I know. I'm in the United States. Is this like $1,000? Like crazy? What happened to the $200? This better replace my phone, my smartwatch, my literally every. Okay, great, yeah. I just want to see the specs because the website said it was $199, not $1,000. Oh, there it is. $199. There you go. I don't know what those things were. Like, what is it running? ChatGPT 6? Does it have superpowers? Can it fly? It's more expensive than most phones. Okay, here we go. You can get them in medium or small. They have a unique charging cable, no USB-C. That's unfortunate. Oh, you can charge it with USB-C. All right, that's great. Nice. Okay, here we go. Blocks, UV, supports Android and iOS. Bluetooth range of 3 hours. Connects to a smartphone. What are the specs? What, does this plays music or something? Watermark free? What do you mean watermark free? What's it going to say? Is it going to watermark your chat or something? Okay, let's go back to the article. Because this thing isn't giving me any specs. Okay, here we go. Oh, it can translate stuff. So that's good for kids who like try to speak in other languages and I can hear what they're saying. Any day, switch the tab now. Okay, no new comments. So if we don't get any new comments in 12 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. Oh, here we go. Whisper messages and events. You can send messages from your phone into your ear. It still wants you to have a phone, which is good. You can play podcast calls and everything like that, so that's good. It can translate live stuff, right? Voice search, translation, texting. You can copy and paste ChatGPT conversations, and it's also a wearable activity monitor. It has USB-C charging, and you can put prescription lenses in it, and it's $299, not $299, about $200. So that's interesting, right? I'm gonna contact them, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna contact Lucid influencer community. How old do you have to be? Not that I care. Right? What are they gonna kick me out for making the money or something? All right, no new comments yet. Okay, there's a map. Is this in Texas? Or is this Massachusetts? And Hong Kong. Facebook and Instagram for online support. All right. So yeah, we will contact them. Okay, let's connect my YouTube to them. Any day now. All right, let's try my ex. Which, if you say that, like, I have an ex, it makes it sound like you have an ex, like, boyfriend, so. Or girlfriend in my case, because I'm a boy, so. Okay, got my ex connected. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's what I wonder. Let's try YouTube again. Any day now. Oh, okay, here we go. Who's calling me at this time of night? Okay, we got the thing connected. Then we're gonna submit and done. All right, great. So yes, AI smart glasses from Solos and Lucid. Very interesting here. Let's see what kind of other tech headlines we have here. We already went through the TechBoy tech headlines. Samsung is planning to launch a VR headset because of Vision Pro, which is interesting. I haven't heard much about Vision Pro. And oh yeah, the metaverse is like gone now. No one's talking about the metaverse. It's AI nowadays. No more metaverse. Ooh, let's talk about the Raspberry Pi 5 that can crack passwords. All right, let's see. It's twice as fast. It retails for $60 and $80, depending on your storage model. Okay, it's a lot more powerful. And you probably won't be able to get one soon. So he's waiting for it. He's going to get one, and then he resold it. Blah 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 blah. Right. Then there's different physical differences. And you're going to need to use a different type of case or display, whatever. And the performance is a lot better using Hashcat, twice as fast. So interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about the humane thingy again, because it's really interesting. So it has a projector thing, project caller ID, summarize emails. That's good, I guess. But like, what if you use an email client that isn't supported, like maybe Zoho Mail? And ChatGPT plugin. So it's an open source ChatGPT 4 for the price. Like hopefully it's bundled. Well, I guess it's its own thingy, so maybe its own version of ChatGPT 4. Samsung and Google said, as one bag now says, not make the AR headset. What they should do is you make XR glasses, like the X. See in tech news. I like this website. There's not that much things that aren't tech in here. It's tech. Unlike The Verge, which is running around, to use my favorite Gingy word, yapping about abortion. Okay, so like, could you shut up about that, please? Thank you very much, please. And if you're going to talk about it, talk about banning it. Don't tell people to break laws. Okay. Thank you. The best stylus phones are also I mean in the mid range, there isn't really a good stylus phone within iPhone SE 2022 versus iPhone 11. SE all the way. Get 5G, decent screen, probably comparable camera. Oh yeah, Samsung's gonna include new AI on their phones. It's actually gonna be a good, decent upgrade from the next phone, which is a pretty good upgrade from the S22 series in terms of battery life. So it's good. So let's see. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have a smaller screen, but a lighter phone, Touch ID versus Face ID, single camera, more water resistant, more powerful, same amount of RAM, same amount of storage, 5G, battery life. Oh, about the same price. So you buy the iPhone SE if you want a faster phone. It's going to be supported longer and compact, I guess. An iPhone 11 if you want a newer design, but from 2019, which it's a 4-year-old phone by then. Ultra wide camera lens. You can always step back, right? And iPhone 12 mini. Okay. 6A. 6A is not relevant. A53. Yeah, I think it's kind of slow, but okay. All right, and we're just going to see if any new comments came in. No new comments. So it's 3 minutes left. So I guess I can do stuff with the calculator. We can auto do regression things. I'm going to ask it to. You can pick the. You can pick the kind of data, like the correct type of line to use. So I'm asking the search engine to generate a regression problem, and then I'm going to type it in. It's generating. Oh, okay. This has Bing AI to do it for me. Okay, see what kind of data it wants me to put into the table. And this will be coming in lots of podcast episodes from now on. Hello, this is Bing. I can help you creating a regression problem for you. Regression analyst, blah, 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 blah. Here's an example. I'm interested in predicting the monthly random apartment based on its size and location. I have 50 apartments. Okay, we're going to do 10. And we're going to have anyone fit a linear regression model. So it's already telling us it is 1 for downtown, 0 for suburbs. And the data is given in the following table. Okay, size, location, rent, 800 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10. Okay, great. Now I'm going to put this into the table. Okay, let's just do a size and rent. Okay, here we go. 800, 900, 1,000. And you can even do math in here. So I'll say 1,000 plus 100. And then it will put in the correct answer. And the OK is basically the enter on this calculator. Okay, and then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do rate. So I'll say, 200, 900, not 9,000, dang. 1,500. And the keys are a bit mushy. They're not as clicky as the TI, but it is faster than the TI once you learn the layout. Okay, so I'm going to go up to graph. Then I'm going to go to regression. It picks linear automatically. It went through it. The R value is 5.5, so it's okay, I guess. And then you can go scroll down and click predict. So if I predict y given x, so if I predict a house is going to cost the rent, if I predict the rent is, I don't know, if I don't know, say 900 because that's already in there. It predicts it at 1,500, but regression's kind of off. All right, so there it is. Numworks calculator, fast. You can auto do regressions. Better than the TI. That's what I'm going with. Numworks calculator better than TI. God bless. Tech talk to you later. Pray for the nation. And, let's keep on AIing.